So this is my second attempt at the Masters League workout number 2 for 2025. Strategy wise, I did implement a slightly different strategy, which I'll get to in a second. However, the reason I'm doing this second attempt is on my first I did 11 reps instead of 12 on my first round. So first time I did this was Saturday morning. I redid this today, which is Thursday, just so everyone's on the same page. The bottom is my first attempt, and the top one is my second or most recent attempt. I think, so this is the first time I'm watching this through, I did extra reps on the first and second round because I lost count, but we'll count. So hopefully, so that's 2. Hopefully I get those reps. So the strategy, which should be coming up just after this, it's only a slight difference, but still a difference nonetheless. So we'll see overall which is a little bit better. Having said that though, as I mentioned in my first video on my first attempt, I was quite nervous about squat cleaning because that's the or one of the movements that really aggravate my lower back. But having pulled up fine recovery wise from the first workout, gave me a lot of confidence for this the redo. So that does probably play more of an effect than the slight difference in strategy. My intention was to attack the bar a lot more, be more aggressive on the second time through than I was on the first, and that comes with obviously knowing the workout a little bit better, but I was definitely more confident. Didn't even cross my mind throughout the workout, which is good. So in terms of the barbell complex, my strategy was the same. So drop the bar after each completed rep. As I mentioned, I wanted to stay more aggressive, which means I wanted to stay close to the bar and pick up the bar a little bit faster, especially when I didn't want to. So keeping that rest time down. So in any sort of workout, transition time and rest plays a big role. So you would have noticed I went straight onto the step-ups, whereas in the first attempt I changed the plates first. Now it might not seem like much, but it does make the step-ups a little bit more challenging, both in muscular fatigue through the quads and a little bit more gassy. However, it gives you that little bit of rest going into the complex. So that's the difference. Now it depends on what you struggle with, I guess, which one you implement. So if you are someone who struggles with your cardiovascular endurance, maybe changing the plates before you go into the step-ups, or if you're someone that struggles with strength endurance, do your step-ups first, so that way you get a little bit of a break before you go into your complex. That's the only difference, other than obviously being more confident, which plays a big factor as well. So, but the other parts were pretty much the same. I was a little bit more coordinated on the step-ups this time around as well. So that was good. So it'll be interesting to see if like the time difference, if any, between the first rep. I'm not counting the step, so I have no idea where I'm up to. But I've just put on the second plate, so we'll see how long it takes for me to pick up that bar. So I do complete the rep faster on the second attempt than the first. Not by much, mind you. But I think it'll be interesting to see if there's a bigger difference in the heavier loads. So that one was probably the longest rest there so far. I did notice, as I mentioned, doing the step ups directly after the complex was a little bit more gassy, so I did feel it a lot earlier compared to the first attempt, that's for sure. So hands on the legs there, but again, I was clear with my intention that I wanted to stay attacking, so didn't stay there too long. So I think, from memory, it was around the 8-minute mark when I finished these cleans. I think it was only about an hour ago, but I can't remember. Oh, both hands on the legs there. But again, I was really focused on trying to keep that rest a little bit shorter. Obviously, room for improvement, but yeah, 8:16 after, I guess there's the split time, and 8:20, what was that, 8:25 or something for the split time for the first drum. So overall, we're ahead. I'll be interested to see what time I get on the bar for the third round compared to the first attempt. So the first couple of step ups were definitely slower. Just that fatigue in the quads. Nothing, nothing that couldn't handle, but noticeable, I guess. So a little bit more coordinated on the step up second time around. Got my head around the footwork. Like I know what I have to do, but when you're in the moment and your heart rate's a little bit higher and you're counting your reps and all the rest of it. Alright, so this is round 3. See what time I pick up the bar on the first rep. I will say in the fourth round I did have issues, a little bit of a equipment malfunction, or is more my poor coordination trying to get the plate on the bar. Just wasn't working. Alright, so interestingly enough, so again, still first to the bar on the first rep on the second attempt. Grip was less of an issue this time around compared to the first, even though it wasn't much of an issue at all. It was just a few reps on the hang cleans that sort of felt that I could have lost it, but I didn't have that issue on the second attempt, even though it's a lot warmer because it's the end of the day compared to the morning. But yeah, I was definitely sweating a lot more in that second attempt, so not sure what that sort of come down to. I'm not, significantly stronger in 3 days, so I wonder which one I finish first. I have no idea what time I finish this round at. I was definitely feeling it a lot more in the legs, that's for sure. I think we're pretty much rep for rep. I think I got one more, maybe two. So those rests are getting a little bit longer. Yeah, I got one more rep, I believe, on the first attempt. Yep, so it's at 12:47 for, what's that, 8 reps? And we're still going on the first attempt. Long rest. So again, the first few step ups are quite sluggish, quite slow. So what's that, 13:20-ish. The time I finished that last rep. So what's that? That was about a minute, roughly. 40 seconds to a minute difference. Now when do I get onto the bar? When I go for my first rep. So as this is around on my second attempt where I forget how to put a plate on a barbell. So I was in a competition. These are the things that you gotta really pay attention to, because that's not anything related to fitness. I suppose accuracy maybe, coordination, but you don't want to be losing spots on the leaderboard because you can't get the plate on the bar. Now I can handle someone who's better than me, as in fitness and strength and all the rest of it, but to lose spots on the leaderboard because you can't put a plate on is pretty funny. Not that that's going to happen to me or anything like that, but it's just funny to think. So what's that? So I think I get on the bar about 15 minutes for the first rep. look at the clock. So that transition took 1 minute. Like adding the weights, the plates to the bar, which is pretty poor. So if I even knocked, 30 seconds off that, that's an extra rep or two, depending on, whether it's the squat clean or the complex or the step ups. 30 seconds of step ups, you get, between, obviously, end of a workout, maybe six step ups or something. I've done 2 on the second attempt there with 60 seconds left. Or was it 1? I haven't been counting. I'm pretty sure that's my 3rd rep. The old hands on the legs again. Universal resting position. So to be quite honest, when I looked at the clock there, I was like, yep, 2 more reps. I wasn't going to go for that 3rd one. And look at the clock, yep, I get 1 more. So overall, I get 1 extra rep in total, but it actually do more reps. So look forward to the next one. We'll see you then.